This is the Jayco Alante. Now this is their entry-level gas Class A coach. A lot of great features. First of all, you get a 120-inch windshield, so it's the largest in the industry, so you can see the beautiful country as you're traveling down the road. Also gives you bigger windshield wipers, so that it keeps that visibility really good as you're traveling, and the LED headlights. So all those things that are going to make your trip more enjoyable. Then you have the one-piece fiberglass rooftop that's walkable. That's a really nice feature. This is the 29F floor plan. It's a bunk room floor plan, and this sits on the Ford F53 chassis. So let's go ahead and just take a look at the outside here. We've got the frameless windows, which are really nice. And then I'm just going to open up each compartment so you can get an idea of the storage. Exterior TV, nice big storage compartments here, and pass through over the top. Another big storage compartment, and you do get 200-watt solar on this standard. Behind this door is your 16.5-gallon propane tank, and then we've got another huge storage compartment with the pass-through. So that's really nice if you want to take paddle boards, kayaks, all that kind of stuff. Great when you have that pass-through space. Also standard on the Alante, you get the JRide package, which includes the Bilstein steering stabilizer, computer balanced drive shaft, jounce bumpers, heavy duty front and rear stabilizer bar, and the Sachs shock absorbers. So you're going to have a nice ride and drive on this entry-level gas coach. As I come around the back, you've got your hitch. That's a 5,000-pound hitch, and you've got your 7-way for your lights, and then you got this nice bumper. Bumper also is seconds, as it's the storage for your stinky slinky, and then you've got your ladder so you can get up to your walkable roof. Also check out those solar panels up there, make sure they're nice and clean so they're working most efficiently for you. And then one of the things that I do love about a gas coach is that you get this nice big window in the rear bedroom. So I'll show that off when we get inside. As I come around the driver's side, we have a compartment here for a 30-amp shore power cord. We can just thread that through here, and there's always that little door there so that we can seal off this compartment so we don't get critters back here. And then nice storage around that. The other side of our pass-through compartment. So that's just a huge storage area. Then we've got our fuel tank for our 80-gallon fuel tank. Then we have our gray water holding tank and our T-bars here. Engine exhaust. Our wet bay, low point drains, and more storage. More storage with that pass-through storage as well. Our 4,000-watt generator. More storage. Welcome to the interior of the 29F. Now you can option in this overhead bunk. I do love that option, just gives you another nice sleeping area, and this will support up to 750 pounds. So you can get 2 adults up there. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull it down for you. You can see how easy it is to bring down, and you can see the size of bed that you get there. So nice space here. Again, 750 pounds. So you can easily get 2 adults up there. Got a little ladder that hooks in here. Love that extra space. So while we're up front, I wanted you to see the cockpit. Nice, the seats. I love the stitching that they've got on the seats. They look great. And then we do have storage. And then just kind of a full wall there. And the JBL speakers. Here in the living room, we have the beautiful interior. I love how they paired the lighter cabinets with a little bit darker furniture. Especially this is probably a coach that you're going to take your family in, so it's kind of nice to have a little bit darker on the furniture. Might hold up better. A couple of things that I love about this is that it's going to, you're going to have seat belts for 8. So 2 in the booth here, 2 in the booth forward facing, and those are also have the child tethers. And then you've got 2 in your sofa here, so 8 seat belts for this coach, which is great. I also love the booth dinette here that it's legless. So as you get in here, you don't have to worry about any kind of, hitting any kind of bar there. It's really nice. You've got your sound system. Then you have your 40-inch smart TV. When you take that down, it's on a lift. You've got a beautiful window there for a view. You've got your outlets here and your charging ports here, and then your TV lift, your buttons right there, lights underneath the cabinets, and then we've got storage above. This booth is also going to make into another bed. So you're just going to put the table down, bring the cushions in, and then you've got your bed here, your bed here. You could put a small child on the sofa. You've got the bunks. This is going to sleep a ton of people. So if you want to take the whole cul-de-sac, all the neighbors and the kids, you can do it. So lots of storage up top. Then we have 4 110 available outlets, our cable input, and our HDMI. And here on the sofa, I said you could get 1 child. Well, if you want to put 2 kids on the bed, just go ahead and flip that out. Now you've got a little bit more sleeping area, kind of padded all the way around. So it's going to be great for the kiddos. You can also option in theater seats here. And then check out this nice, big, huge storage above our sofa. So now we're in our kitchen space, and I like it. It's on a little bit of an angle, so it does kind of distinguish itself as kitchen. One of the things that I love is we've got this extra counter space here. So just lock that in. Storage below. Then you have a big storage area here underneath the sink. And let's check out that sink. So the sink's covers are nice and light. A lot of times they're really heavy, so I really like that. I do love the sink covers because you can just leave the dirty dishes in there and, cover it all up. Residential faucets. We have our wireless charging port here, and then we've got the tower of power. So you've got the 2 110 outlets, USB and USB-C, and then when you're done with it, just push that in, and you can just lay your cell phone there if you want to charge it. Another nice big compartment. I kind of love that it doesn't have an extra shelf. You could put in something if you wanted to have a shelf, but that's going to allow you to bring some of those bigger appliances. If you've got them like an Instapot or like a Creamy, those things are big, but they make great ice cream. And then we've got the storage above our microwave. And then we've got our 3-burner cooktop stove, nice backsplash, and we have an oven. So cookies are coming your way, and a nice big drawer for storage. Then we have our Furion freezer, nice and big. Ooh, and it's nice and cool too. And refrigerator. Huge storage drawer, and I love the drawers. They're just easier to keep things organized in, I think. And then our pantry, 3 different shelves there. Lots of space, and another space below. So here we've got our control panels. You can start and stop the generator, retract and extend your slides, check your tank levels and your battery levels, turn on your tank heaters, your water pump, your LP gas or your electric, your power control system. That's going to shut the load if you're overtasking the system. And then you've got your AC controls, and you do have 2 13.5 AC units on this coach, so it's going to be nice and cool as you travel throughout the summer. Then we have our pass-through bathroom. So this is going to be really nice. Your guests can use it, but you can shut it off from the main room, and it's not part of the bunk room either. So we've got our nice shower. You're going to notice that this is kind of hard to separate because there's a magnet there. So it gives you nice firm closure when you are showering, so you're not going to have leakage. Then as I step into the shower, you've got plenty of headroom here, nice space with the skylight. You've got the handheld, and you can turn it on and off from here. So if you want to do like a military shower to conserve water, it's very easy to do. Then we have our toilet with the pedal controls, toilet paper holder, storage, towel holder. We've got another hook here for the shower, so we can hang our towels there. And also you want to make sure you always get that locked before you head out on a trip. Nice big mirror here, our fan, storage behind the mirror, 2 110 outlets, faucets, nice little sink there, pull-out tray, and more storage. Then we have our bunk room. These are great, nice big bunks here, 2 levels, and we've got windows above and below, and you've got a little device there to hold like your tablets with plugs, 2 110 outlets on the top and the bottom. Then we've got this wardrobe bar here, so you can literally just push this bunk up and next to the window, and now you've got a full wardrobe area. If you're not going to use this as bunk beds, I know a lot of customers will use bunk beds as like a place to put their dog or their cat crates if they're traveling with their animals, or they use it for extra storage. So this is great. So we have the privacy curtain for the bunk area, and we have, look at those nice big drawers for our friends in the bunk. So finally, back to the master bed area. We've got a queen size bed, but you can walk around on both sides with nightstands on both sides. You have a wireless charging area here. You've got your 2 110 outlets. You've got nice storage for drawers there in your nightstand, window behind the headboard, and then you've got the big window, which I love having in these gas units. And then check out all that storage above, undivided space. So a lot of storage above the bed here in the bedroom. And we're not done with all the storage, because check out these nice mirrored wardrobes. So nice space there, big wardrobe. You've got a spot there for your ladder to get you onto the overhead bunk up front. And then another huge storage drawer, the bedroom TV, another big drawer. Like I said, I like the drawers. Makes it really easy to organize. And then we have our 24-inch smart TV and a little secret hiding place that's massive behind the TV. And under the bed storage in select models.